Evet, bugün Andreas Lordos'la beraberiz. Lordos ailesi Maraş'taki en büyük mülk sahibi ailelerden biriydi 1974'e kadar. Bugün Andreas'la onun hikayesini ve ailesinin hikayesini konuşacağız. Welcome, Andreas.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Can you tell us your story and your family story in Varosha?
The two stories are connected. Varosha was at its stage of becoming a city with people migrating from the villages around. One of the families that migrated into Varosha was the family of my grandfather, who was a Bakalli. And he moved at the commercial street, and he was doing this business. He had the chance to visit the United Kingdom when he was 16. He really wanted to go, and he came back with experiences. He saw things, and he saw real estate. So my grandfather started buying land and selling plots.
From Varosha?
From Varosha area, from the Bakalli income. And it became a business at the time when there was no finance with banks, and you had to rely on handshake. You get the land and you pay over time. And my grandfather sent my father and his brother to study as architect and engineer. And when this generation came back, they started doing apartment buildings.
Hotels.
The hotels came later. The buyers of apartments from Scandinavia, Germany, wanted somebody to manage the properties. So we set up a little management company, and we saw that there was a lot of people interested in renting properties. So we did hotels, and the first hotel is that my family did is a Golden Marianne Hotel, which my father did at the age of 35.
35, yeah.
And the hotel named after my mother, who is not with us for more than 30 years now.
You born in Varosha or?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was born in Varosha. I was 6 years old. I remember happiness.
You remember?
It was, I don't remember street names, but I remember happiness names. And it was a beautiful period, short, but beautiful.
Yeah. You went to Varosha and you saw your house.
I spent nearly 50 years building up memories, borrowing memories of other people and of various lives. So when I walked into Varosha, I walked into a community that I knew behind shop fronts, who were the shop owners, the jokes that they were doing, the funny things that were happening. And in the process, I also discovered my house, which was an apartment on the beach.
Do you want to go back if it is necessary to Varosha?
Of course I want to go back. This is the normal.
You want to live there?
Yes. I'm ready to do that. I'm very happy to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andreas, do you want to say something else? The story.
I have tried to understand the history of our island. And,
you talked to me.
Yes. And I have seen the difficult times that the Turkish Cypriot people had to undergo. I have studied as best as I could, trying to find out what the options of the Turkish Cypriot people were at different points, and if they had acted in wisdom, and for the most part, my conclusion is that these people did not have the too many options available, and they were being slowly pushed out of their houses. My wish is that these people, who I'm very fond of, are in the process of setting up a paradigm of a society that shows the respect and the love towards the other people, so that we will go back to our houses in dignity.
Okay, Andreas, thank you so much.
Thank you for giving us a voice and the opportunity to share what is inside our hearts.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm standing in front of my house. I lived the first 6 years of my life in the building behind me. These were the moments of happiness, of family life, and this is the condition today. It's a building which is on the beach, like many other buildings in Famagusta. And the social life of the Famagusta people, the Varosha people, was on the other side. Every day after work, we would all get together, enjoy.
Hayalet Şehir Maraş'tayız. Yanımızda sözde Maraş Belediyesi Başkan Yardımcısı Hrisantos var. Hrisantos aynı zamanda Maraş'tan 1974 yılında Maraş'tan ayrılmak zorunda kalan ailenin bir ferdi ve genç nesli temsil ediyor. Hi, welcome Hrisantos. Tell us your story, please. Tell us your family story.
My family story, because as I have told you before, I was not born here. I was born 3 years after 74.
Okay.
But my family was living here in Famagusta. My parents grew up here. They lived here many years and many good years. However, they had to leave Famagusta after the invasion in 1974. We are living in Larnaca as a family, and I was born and live in Larnaca. But I have to tell you that as the first generation of refugees, I mean the refugees who born the first years after 74, we grow up, you know, as Famagustians, and not as people from Larnaca or from other cities. We grow up as a Famagustian because at that time, all the families, especially the families from Famagusta, they were expecting to come back after a while. They were all the time ready to come back. A lot of families, they had even their suitcases ready to pick the car and come back. Unfortunately, this didn't happen. Never. The years are passing, and now we are in front of this very bad situation. Unfortunately, the city is in very bad situation. But okay, this is the reality, and we have to face it. Because you asked me about the story of my family, this is more or less the story of my family. We have a house here in the closed area. Unfortunately, is not in these roads that are open, so we cannot see the house.
But it made them unhappy because of this. They can't see.
Yes, but even the people who can see their houses, it's very sad, you know, to see your house in this very bad situation. But as I told you, okay, this is the reality, and we have to face it, and we have to solve it.
Okay,
we have to solve it.
Okay, if sometime here is open, do you wanna come back here? Do you wanna live here?
Look, this is my dream.
Okay.
This is my dream to come here again, to come in my town, because this is my town.
Yeah, sure.
And the dream is to rebuild the town. And I'm not speaking about the buildings. I mean, to rebuild the buildings. Okay, the buildings is one situation. If they are able to be restored or rebuilt, we will do it. The issue is to rebuild the town, to re-establish the town, of course, together with the Turkish Cypriots. I do believe that Famagusta could be the best example of cooperation, coexistence, and peaceful living together with Turkish Cypriots. This town, it has to be rebuilt together. Together we'll rebuild the town with our compatriots, Turkish Cypriots. I'm dreaming of a Famagusta as a bicommunal town, to be the symbol of the bicommunal Cyprus.
Okay. Evet, Hristantos'ta ailesinin hikayesini dinledik. Hristantos bir gün buranın birlikte yaşamanın bir sembolü olacağına inanıyor. Umarım olur. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you so much.